Hey planners, it's Tay of Shantae Plans and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be using the June 22 mystery kit from Sadie Stickers to plan the week of August 15th to the 21st. If you're new to my channel, my style of planning is referred to as memory planning. I have a plum paper planner that I use functionally, that I don't decorate with stickers, that I write down all of my plans and everything in. And then I have this planner, which is my Sadie Stickers B6 planner, that I use decoratively to highlight different things that happen throughout the week and to track and record my memories in that way. And so this is a lot more fun because I get to play around with stickers and really enjoy embellishing this planner. And so I'm starting off by putting down the top strip of bottom washi. Even though I'm in a B6 planner, I am using a kit that's designed for an A5 wide planner, but that works for me personally. And it's so funny, I actually got a comment on my last spread asking about like all of the different cuts and things that I make as I'm trimming things down to fit inside of the B6 planner versus it being in an A5 wide planner, because I'd commented on how much faster it is for me to plan in a B6 than an A5 wide. And she was asking, is it actually more practical considering you have to make so many cuts? And it's not that I'm making more cuts than I was in my A5 wide planner. It's that it takes me less time to plan and it also takes me less time to edit these types of videos. And so there were a lot of cuts that I would make with my X-Acto knife and things that I would just edit out of my plan with me videos when I was in an A5 wide planner, because it would just have made those videos so much longer. What was really interesting was that I was noticing that because I had more time in editing, I was showing things in the way that I edit and actually plan than I had been in my other videos. But for me, this has been just the most wonderful change and I'm truly enjoying it. And I started off by adding that, what is that? The wildflower, I believe, wildflower washi trim, that's the word, from Sadie Stickers, and then tucked some of the sunflowers behind it. And I love those colorful sunflowers peeking out from behind that foiled wildflower washi strip. Whew. Say that 3 times fast. And then I added in some of the butterfly clusters decorating around the sunflowers and just had so much fun creating this little scene with the bottom washi. And I remember when I did that scene thinking, as I moved to the date cover deco section, I was like, I wonder if I should have done that at the top with my date cover deco. But it was fun because the kit came with a journaling sheet. And so I pulled out some of the journaling elements, which had that gorgeous torn paper. And then I had the little fences from a $2 Tuesday from Sadie Stickers and incorporated some of the clip art, creating these fun scenes with clip art. And all of the extra add-ons and things that come in kits these days have truly been some of the most fun that I have in my planner. I really enjoy being able to be creative in the way that I decorate my bottom washi, date cover deco, and sidebar. And it's just been such a joy because each week I feel like those are the elements that are just so different, and I get to figure out and come up with how I'm going to decorate it for that week. And this one was a lot of fun. I put down that green torn paper, which looks like just like a grassy hill, and then started pulling in some of the other floral elements, pulling in the sunflowers. There were also some really great foiled florals that I was able to pull in. And because that green torn paper was hanging over down into the columns, I just trimmed off the bottom even with the top of the column, so that way I could line it with the half sunflower washi trim that came with the kit. And the great thing with her mystery kits is that not only do you get her standard 4 pages for a kit, but you get the journaling add-on, the floral deco add-on, and she's also been including these foiled add-on sticker sheets, which is where the half sunflower washi trim came from. And it just gives you like all of these really great add-on embellishments that pull the spread together, allow you to really customize it and make it yours, and I've been so enjoying playing around with those. So moving to the other side, I'm again utilizing the journaling elements as well as those fences to create a scene in the top of the date cover deco area, and just using that with the cute little dress. And I intentionally made sure those were hanging down into the columns because I'm going to trim off the bottom of where the dress hangs over and where those sunflowers are hanging down into the columns a bit, and then once I've trimmed that off with my paper trimmer, I've just put down that same foiled half sunflower washi trim. I used one of the archways from the journaling page for the month section, and then put down the full box from the kit. And this was a lot of fun because I moved up my month section kind of higher up in the date cover deco area, was able to fit a full box, and then also to bring in a fashion doll. And so as I've been playing around with the spacing of a B6 and trying out this new format, I've been playing around with my sidebar, seeing what works, seeing what fits. And it's like sometimes, depending on what I do with the bottom washi or where I place my month section, I can fit both a full box and a fashion doll, or sometimes it's one or the other. And so it was really cool that I was able to do both this week. I love how that came out. And just the fun brightness of these sunflowers. This kit is such a feel-good kit, and I feel like yellow always does that to me. Yellow is such a happy color, and so this kit with all the yellow and green and the bright baby blue, it was just a very good mood lift as I was planning with this kit. It was awesome. I'm putting down my full boxes, and I've been enjoying doing that as it kind of really gives me structure of how I want the flow of my spread to go. So I'll put down my full boxes, decided to add in some of these foiled straight line trims at the bottom of the full boxes, and then the scalloped half sunflowers at the top of the full boxes in lieu of headers. Moving into the day by day, I started with Monday. I had a old foiled scripts that are included with the Sadie Stickers monthly kits, and I haven't gotten a monthly kit from Sadie Stickers since like last year. That's how old this one happened to be, but I happened to have one left over in my collection, and it had the cute little abbreviated months in gold foil, and I was like, I think I'm going to use this with this. I think it's going to work well. So I actually really enjoyed utilizing those Sadie Stickers monthlies, and day scripts, and I'm pretty sure she does sell abbreviated day scripts in her shop if you're looking for them from Sadie Stickers. But for Monday, I marked that I was doing some training to cover one of my coworkers who was going to be out of the office on Wednesday, and wanted to make sure I could cover one of her responsibilities. On Tuesday, I was working on a voiceover for a plan with me, and I had so much fun doing the marking the days of the week. I started with the little cloud from Rose Colored Days for Monday, and then for Tuesday added in the bicycle clip art with the fence, and that was a lot of fun to play around with and figure out how to layer. Moving into Wednesday, I'm doing the same thing with a brush stroke and some of the florals, and I feel like these types of little touches that I get to do for the day-to-day, being in my B6 and really switching up my format and kind of my approach to planning lately, has given me a lot of excitement and fun, because every time I get to a different day of the week that I'm going, okay, how am I going to decorate this one? And so getting to do something unique for each one is a lot of fun. But on Wednesday, I marked that I was covering for my coworker who was out of the office. And then after getting home, I was working on things for Ray and Tay. And let me tell you, oh my goodness, I am right now actively working on trying to figure out rebalancing my life, because I have a full-time job, and then Ray and I reopened Ray and Tay in August, and it's just a lot of work. I have 2 jobs now, and that's like mentally adjusting to that concept and reality of like where my life is at right now. It's like, hey, you get that you have 2 jobs, right? But that doesn't mean you can work 7 days a week. You're going to like work yourself into the ground. You can't. And it's so easy to get caught up in that because I'm very excited about Ray and Tay. It's new, it's so much fun, and it's what's interesting for me. And there's so much to do. We're working on new product, checking on production, paying attention to what's happening with inventory and stock, and we're checking orders, making sure I'm doing customer service, making sure I'm filming content to put on YouTube, making sure I'm filming content to share on our social media for Ray and Tay for Instagram, and then we also have a TikTok now. And so it's like there's only so many hours in the day, and I am adjusting to my new reality, and had to remind myself very adamantly that sleep is essential. It's not optional, and I need it. But yes, that's where I'm at in life. Anywho, we've talked over Thursday. I used another one of those clouds from Rose Colored Days to mark the day of the week, added in the butterfly garland from Sadie stickers. I used one of those layered boxes from the Gathered Layers collection to mark that I had 2 meetings for Ray and Tay. We have really been working on things. Which we announced already that we are included in the Advent box for Sadie stickers, and we were working on some things in regards to that, and that was definitely one of those meetings that day. And then I did some editing and a voiceover for a couple of Plan With Me's, which I'm so loving. Being in this B6 planner has made it so much easier for me to keep up with my Plan With Me's. Moving on to Friday, I started by utilizing some florals, that butterfly trim, and then the cute little foiled sunflower to mark Friday. I used a payday script from Panda Bird Design along with the icons, which most of my foiled icons are from Crafts by Towie, and so I used that to mark payday, and then underneath I used another icon from Crafts by Towie to mark some Happy Mail from Rose Colored Days. And then I created a divider with some florals and that thin strip foil divider from the kit, along with some of the butterfly garlands, and I love how that came out. I think it's so cute, and that separates my Friday and Saturday, which on Saturday I marked that I had an eyelash appointment, which I have every 2 weeks, and oh my goodness, we have to talk about this eyelash appointment. So it's not so much that I had an eyelash appointment, it's what came afterward. So as I was leaving to go for my eyelash appointment, I was talking to B, and he really wanted some Chick-fil-A. And I was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll swing by Chick-fil-A after my eyelash appointment. I was at 9 a.m. I'd be done by 10. I'd swing by Chick-fil-A and then bring it home. I get to Chick-fil-A, it's like 10:20, I think, or maybe getting closer to 10:30. And I pull into the drive-thru, roll down my window, talk to the guy, read off B's text message with his order, and he wanted like the breakfast sandwich from Chick-fil-A, and I asked the guy for it, and he goes, oh, I'm so sorry, we just stopped serving breakfast. And so I call B in the car while I'm sitting there, and I tell him, they're not serving breakfast anymore, I'm so sorry, babe. And he like I could hear his heart breaking, and he was like, oh, bleep, bleep, bleep. Yeah. I try to keep my channel family friendly, but you can imagine there were some words that came out of his mouth that were not. And so, but it was so funny because I was just like, babe, would you like a spicy chicken sandwich? And he was like, no, I don't want no spicy chicken sandwich. I was like, oh God. And so I started laughing, and then I felt bad. And then it was really funny because the guy taking my order, he could hear all of this because he could hear B on speaker in the car because the window was down as I'm trying to place this order. And it was just, I felt so bad for him because I felt like, well, if I hadn't made him wait until after my eyelash appointment, he would have gotten his breakfast Chick-fil-A, and that made me feel bad, but it was hilarious. And it's not so much that it was just like he has to have Chick-fil-A, but you know how when you're like really looking forward to something and you have your mind set on it, and then all of a sudden you can't have it. That was what his day was. Poor thing. But yeah, and the Chick-fil-A guy laughed too. It was quite funny. But anyways, finishing up Sunday, I did some chores around the house and had my Zoom planner meetup. That was so fun and definitely something I'm going to do again. So that is it for this spread. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you next video. Bye.